there a fire? What the hell is that? You smell that?
You can see it.
What is all that? It's like 7 in the morning. Gotta take the dog out and then start out the day with a photo shoot, come back, work the 9 to 5, and then we have a lot to talk about. So I just woke up, I'm gonna go let the puppy out. Okay, I'm running very late. I am gonna be vlogging on the GoPro this morning because I'm gonna have to have my 50mm on my camera in order to shoot these portraits. And it's pretty impossible to vlog on a 50mm. It's just way too punched in. So hopefully the audio is okay. If it's not, bear with me. I'll just be doing this during the photo shoot this morning, and then we'll be back to the nicer camera. So I have to get ready and get out the door. Let's go. Okay, we're at City Creek now, walking over to the food court to meet our model, Sean. Again, I don't know exactly where we're gonna shoot, but we'll figure it out. There he is. How's it going, man? Good. There's a lot of stuff, damn.
You said, I looked up close, like it's fancy stuff. I'll just bring it over.
Yeah, okay. Sean's running back to his car because he brought a bunch of extra wardrobe options, and so we kind of narrowed it down to like 2 jackets and what he's wearing. So I told him to just take everything else back to his car so he doesn't have to carry it around. And when he gets back, we will wander around City Creek and take these photos. So that's where we're at. Okay, so we were walking right there's Sean. He's our model for the day. And the first spot that we found was this nice waterfall next to the stairs. So I'm basically just gonna line it up where he's coming down here. This will be really compressed and blurry, but that'll be in kind of the back corner. And then because we're shooting the watches, the idea was we'll just have him kind of like grabbing his coat, hand in his coat pockets and things like that. So that's what we're doing right now. So we're gonna be shooting that watch he's putting on and the new brown wallets for Vittoria. Is there a fire? What the hell is that? You smell that?
You can see it.
What is all that? Stinks.
I don't think they like us.
What the hell is all that? It smells like the brakes from a semi or something.
Yeah, something's definitely burning.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Seems to be coming from that guy right around the corner.
Yeah, let's go up and like around or something. I don't want to be here anymore. All right, what's the story?
So like I saw a security guard coming out and I was heading towards the direction the smoke's coming. I'm like, hey, what's going on? On fire. So apparently there's like 2 cylinders they have over there that release all this smoke, like the smokestack. And apparently it's the exhaust for all the food court. So every now and then they just decide, all right, we're backed up. So good old release time. And just shoot it out in the air. So
that's pretty nasty. I don't want to smell that either way. Yeah. It's not as bad as what I was imagining, which was like something was on fire.
No, it's just
or my anxious brain immediately goes to like terrorist attack or something like that. I know it's unlikely, but I am who I am. Look at this place. I don't come here enough. And also this GoPro is so wide. This looks so good.
Yeah, City Creek Mall.
I like Fashion Place Mall the most. I heard that the reason that they created City Creek was that when Sundance and stuff are in town, rich people don't have anywhere to shop, so they all drive up to Park City And so the city of Salt Lake was like, we need to build something that's it's for the rich people, so that they don't all drive to Park City every time they come into town. I don't know where I heard it, but I did hear that that's why City Creek exists.
Well, you know what? I approve of it.
Yeah.
I like the vibe. I especially love this little sky bridge they have on the glass windows. Everything.
Yeah, and that's retractable like a football stadium, right? Number one tip that I was taught when shooting watches is always have the time set at 10:10, because the hands being in an upward V like that look kind of like a smile, and it's more pleasant to look at. So pay attention when you see ads for watches, the hands will always be in that upward V at like 10:10. I just wanted to update real quick that essentially when I'm having him shoot, I do a lot of like point of view, looking over his shoulder, looking at the watch, but I also am just playing with the backlight, trying to kind of get a little bit of a rim light around him, and then letting some of the sun flare into the corners of the image, and then honestly just playing with these light streaks that are caused by the roof thing here. So we've been using this brown background, now we're moving over to this white one, and we're shooting the wallet now. That was good. Good start to the day. The city is so pretty. One of the hardest parts about shooting for brands like Vittoria or GC Tech is the requirement of a model. And I feel like I probably could get better at taking self-portraits, but I feel like finding somebody else to shoot is easier, but I guess not, because I keep having so much trouble with it. So the other side of that is that when I don't actually need a model, like, because the flat lays and close-ups of the watches and stuff, those are still needed, and so I can shoot those from home, which is really, really nice. But as far as getting started, you can hit up every single jewelry brand, watch brand on Instagram, and someone will send you some products, and all you really need is a flat surface. You know, get a couple of props that are aesthetically pleasing or relevant, and I guarantee you have this stuff lying around your apartment or your home, and that's a start. And you can charge 25 bucks to $100 a photo, depending on the brand, depending on the usage. I don't know how to charge for usage yet, but it's a thing, and that's how I got started. Vittoria was the first people to give me a chance. I started out just shooting flat lays everywhere I went. I just laid them down in different surfaces, different environments, putting different props around them, and just flat lays of watches, flat lays of watches. And as I got better at that, that got the attention of other brands like GC Tech, who said, hey, I've seen the photos you do for this brand. Do you think you could shoot these shoes? And the answer is always, hell yes, I'll figure it out. Back at my house for a little bit, I have to be nose to the grindstone for a little bit, and then I have a batch of photos to edit. I have to send a deal memo for a shoot that I booked while I'm going to be in California this weekend. I have to send an invoice for a shoot that I did like 2 weeks ago. I have to send a reoccurring subscription agreement to a client that I signed at the beginning of the month, and there's a lot of other things I need to do. These things are all a lot more in line with that building in public that I mentioned in the very first vlog, because they're directly related to the creative business that I'm trying to build, which is kind of the whole reason I started this vlog. A lot I want to talk about as far as running a creative business. I've danced around that a little bit because I'm not an expert, and I don't ever want to come across like I know everything, now I'm teaching you, but more as like a learning in the moment of, hey, I didn't know how to do this thing I need to do for my photography business, for my creative business. This is how I went about learning how to do it. This is how I've decided I'm going to do it moving forward. And then just kind of giving that information to you in real time, because I think and I hope that eventually a lot of my subscribers are people in my shoes, probably a lot younger, who are starting to realize I have a camera. I would like to start building a creative business. And if it's not with a camera, but it's with something else, there's still just something about that initial tipping point of starting your side hustle or your entrepreneurial endeavors. And there's a lot of personal growth and learning that happens that I think were the biggest things in my way. And so that's a lot of what I want to talk about, is the ways in which I got out of my own way and kind of the mental shifts that I made and some of the habits and disciplines that I'm actively working on in order to do this more successfully. Because the more I do this and the more that I look forward, the actual talent is important, but it's not everything. And very easily you could be the best photographer on the planet and not have any idea how to run a business. So that's a lot of what I want to talk about as soon as we're done here, but I have to go. I'll see you in a minute. I love you so much. So we took Royal for a walk/ride, and we're doing a lot better. I think now that it's light out and it's not dark, and as long as I kind of keep my head on a swivel, so as long as I keep thinking ahead and I give him a tiny little pop of the collar to make sure that pop of the leash to make sure that he doesn't try and dart off or anything like that, we should be fine. But busy intersections are a no-go, so hold on. Oh god, okay, this should be good. All right, so we're on our way home, and then like I said, I have a pretty long to-do list to get through as far as action items for Fervency Media, and then we'll probably call it a day.